and PHF Rotarian Rajesh Shetty, Zonal Lieutenant Zone 3 as guest of honor. On behalf of all present here, I once again welcome you all.
I request Rotarian Hashika Salyan, Secretary Rotarian Ankit Karkera, President-elect Rotarian Ritesh Kumar Shetty and immediate past President Rotarian Nitin Attawar to occupy the dais.
And Suryakant Nayak to call the President. Action. It is a process of taking with God with energy in order to achieve a purpose. I kindly request Annette Prakti Nikhil Suvarna to invoke the blessings of God. Over to you, Prakti. I request all of you to kindly rise up for the prayer.
Jana Gauri Nandana Gajanana Girijanandana Niranjana Gajanana Shubhanana Gajanana Shubhanana.
Dignitaries on and of the dais, let me welcome today's chief guest and installing officer, past district governor, major donor, Rotarian Dr. B. Devdas Rai to this installation ceremony. I also welcome our own family member, AG, Rotarian Ashok Ujjodi.
As a token of love and respect, now I request the President, Rotarian Hashika Salyan, to florally welcome the Chief Guest and Installing Officer, PDG Major Donor Rotarian B. Devdas Rai.
Ankit Karkera.
Good evening all Rotary members, my dear family. Secretary report for the year 2023-24, Club Service. Installation ceremony was held on 15th of July 2023. Regular business and guest meeting.
I would like to present a memento to my Community Director Jayaprakash Shetty, Vocational Director G.K. Shetty, International Director
24-25, led by Rotarian Ritesh Kumar Shetty and his team. I request PDG Dr. B. Devdas Rai to do the installation. Others on stage, please accompany. As I call out your names, please come forward and get installed as the office bearers and stand on the dais for the group photo. Sergeant at Arms, Rotarian Suryakant Nayak.
Director of Community Service, Rotarian Nitin Attawar.
I welcome past AG, Rotarian Sadashiv Shetty. Director of Vocational Service, Rotarian Nandakishore HK.
Director of Club Service, Rotarian Sunil Keshav.
Director of Youth Service, Rotarian Ankit Karkera.
Director of International Service, Rotarian Jai Prakash Shetty.
Vice President, Rotarian Jagdish Shetty.
President-elect, Rotarian Harish Adyar.
Treasurer, Rotarian Nikhil Suvarna. Now it's time to take charge as the 48th President of Rotary Club of Mangalore South for the year 2024-2025. Rotarian Ritesh Kumar Shetty, who joined the club in the year 2021, has a wide exposure to the activities of Rotary Club, and we are sure that he and his team will lead the club to greater heights and different dimensions. Now, I request the outgoing President, Rotarian Harshaka Salyan,
Good evening, respected Chief Guest, Major Donor, Rotarian Dr. B. Devdas Rai, our own Assistant Governor, PHF Rotarian Ashok Kumar Jodi, Zonal Lieutenant PHF Rotarian Rajesh Shetty, District Governor nominee MPHF Rotarian Satish Bolar, our immediate past President Rotarian Harshakar Salyan, President-elect Rotarian Harish Adyar, Secretary Nitin Esrai, dignitaries of the dais, zonal and district leaders, guests from neighboring clubs, invitees, Rotarians, aunts, Johns and Annettes. A very warm good evening to all. First of all, let me take this opportunity to congratulate our immediate past President Rotarian Harshakar Salyan and his team for a very successful year 2023-24. I would also like to extend my gratitude to the eminent board for having chosen me, or let me put it this way, having cornered me, the one who believed in me to head the team for 2024-25. It is said that showing gratitude is one of the most powerful things that humans can do. And I believe that would be the best way to go about an acceptance speech. To begin with, I would like to start to thank the person who introduced me to the Rotary Club of Mangalore South. He is none other than Rotarian Nandakishore HK. This is truly a moment to be honored and cherished. I accept this appointment with pride and will give my best effort to make you proud to have elected me. With the grace of God and the cooperation of the fellow members, I will devote my time and myself to the obligations and duties of this post. At the end of the year 2024-25, it's my dream and prayer that we will have transformed these possibilities and opportunities into stories of success and triumph. With the theme, The Magic of Rotary, by our RI President, Stephanie Urchik, under the guidance of our District Governor, Rotarian Vikram Datta, and the support from our fellow Rotarians, we drive our club from here, letting you see great things we do with it. Before I conclude, let me announce a couple of projects what we have done. We have already donated, today morning, we have donated books and scholarship worth rupees 25,000 for Jyoti Government School for class 8, 9, and 10 students. We have decided to donate saplings to our Interact Club, St. Joseph's School, Bajal.
Now, I request Rotarian Gopal Krishna Shetty to introduce our chief guest and installing officer, Major Donor Rotarian B. Devdas Rai, to the gathering.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, good evening to all. It's my pleasure and I'm very delighted to introduce the installing officer of today's function, Shri Dr. B. Devdas Rai, to the gathering. Shri Dr. B. Devdas Rai joined Rotary Club of Mudubidri in the year 1992. He was the Vice President of the Rotary Club of Mudubidri and the Bulletin Editor. He moved to Mangalore in 1995 and joined the Rotary Club of Mangalore Central in 1995. He has adorned several posts in the Rotary Club of Mangalore Central. He was the President of the club in 1998-99. Presently, he is the Treasurer of the club and the Bulletin Editor since 20 years. During his presidentship, the club scaled newer heights and achieved many milestones. He has introduced around 15 members to the club and continues to introduce new members even now. At the district level, he has served RA District 3180 and 3181 in several capacities. He was the chairman of several RA district committees, Polio, Rotaract, Interact, District Project, Sports, Vocational Training Team. He was a member of DG NNC in 2003 and 2004. He served as the Assistant Governor of Zone 4, RA District 3180 in the year 2005 and 2006. He was adjudged as the best Assistant Governor of that year. He served as the Governor of RA District 3180 in the year 2012-2013 and served the district very well. The contribution to the annual fund of the Rotary Foundation was the highest achieved in the history of RA District 3180 till then. As a RA District 3180 Governor, he was the chairman of the RA District 3180 Bifurcation Committee, which successfully bifurcated District 3180 to 3181 and 3182. Post-governorship, he has been active in the district and the club. He has served the district as a trainer, counselor, and youth service director. He has been conducting RA District 3181 Rotary Awareness Quiz since 17 years. He is the GSR of Rotary Club of Derlakate, which is one of the active clubs of the district. He has been the chairman of Rotary Club of Mangalore City since 22 years. He has been adjudged as the best Rotary Club chairman 5 times in RA District 3180 and 3181. He is the recipient of 5 Avenues of Service Citation and Service Above Self Award. He has attended 4 RA conventions, Singapore, Seoul, Sydney and New Orleans. He has also registered for the Houston Convention also. He has attended all the Rotary Zone Institute since 2011-12 except the Mahabalipuram Institute and the one which won Virtual Institute. He has contributed $10,030 to the annual fund of Rotary Foundation. He was an interactor and rotractor in the past. With this, I present before you a passionate Rotarian, a versatile Rotarian, past district governor, major donor, Rotarian, Dr. Baduru Devdas Rai. Thank you.
Now, I request PDG Major Donor Dr. B. Devdas Rai to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Newly installed President of the Rotary Club of Mangalore South, Rotarian Ritesh Shetty. Newly installed Secretary of the Club, Rotarian Nitin Rai. Assistant Governor, Zone 3, RIDC 3181, 2024-25, Rotarian MPHF Ashok Ujjodi. Zonal Lieutenant and a member of the club, of course, Ashok Ujjodi is a member of the club. Zonal Lieutenant, Zone 3, RIDC 3181, 2024-25, Rotarian PHF Rajesh Shetty. Immediate past President, Rotarian Harshekar Salian. President-elect, Rotarian PHF Harish Adyar. Distinguished member of this club and the first governor of this club going to adorn the position of the Rotary District 3181 Governor in the year 26-27, the Golden Jubilee year of the club, Rotarian Major Donor Satish Bolar. Distinguished Assistant Governors, past Assistant Governors, Chairmen of different committees, District Secretaries, Presidents, Secretaries, Rotarians, Anns, Johns, Annettes, ladies and gentlemen. At the very outset, I would like to thank Rotarian PHF Gopal Krishna Shetty for so nicely introducing me to the audience. Thank you, sir. It was in the year 1954 that Rotary International decided to initiate the theme, the annual theme. And through the years, the annual themes have come to force. Unfortunately, this is the last year. In fact, our past Assistant Governor, Rotarian MD Ranjan mentioned in his side, theme Maya. Next year. I don't know why John Hugo. It was John Hugo alone. I don't know. He wants brand Rotary, like brand Puma and all. It is not going to happen. The theme was a beautiful thing that was there, and anyway, we can't do anything about it. But the theme of this year, the magic of Rotary, and in Derlakatte, I spoke extensively about the theme. And then I also spoke extensively of the theme in Rotary Club of Karkala. Then I had to change my topic. In the Rotary Club of Mangalore Seaside, I spoke about the action plan. Because people know, they keep on repeating. So today, I thought I will talk about how the magic of Rotary has helped Rotary grow. Or how Rotary has created magic through the years. It was in the year 1905 that 4 Rotarians, Rotarian Paul Harris, Rotarian Sylvester Shield, Rotarian Hiram Shore and Gus Lohar, assembled in Rotarian Gus Lohar's office and decided to start a movement which was then only for fellowship, because they were, bored with their own professional lives. They were meeting only their people. They wanted an organization where people of different professions meet on a weekly basis, exchange ideas, and then the classification principle, of course, that came later. That was when Rotary started the magic. For the first time in history, a service organization was formed. Lions came much later, 1931. Junior Chamber came much later. Giants International. It was Rotary International which started the concept, or these 4 people started the concept of people meeting for fellowship. What an excellent idea. That was the start of the magic. Then what happened? 1907. Paul Harris, the founder of Rotary, went to it's a very famous story, went to the comfort station in the City Hall of Chicago and watched an entertainment program. Halfway through the program, he, like how we have our film shows, there was an interval and he wanted to go and relieve himself. To his astonishment, he found that the famous City Hall of Chicago didn't have a single restroom. So what did he do? He called a meeting of all the public of Chicago, the representatives of Chicago, and mooted the proposal. He said, the Rotary Club of Chicago will be the catalyst. It will not be the whole and soul. Many a times people ask me, what has you done? How much have you given? No. We need to be the catalyst. We don't need to contribute the whole thing. He motivated the citizens of Chicago, and with the leadership of the Rotary Club of Chicago, they built 3 restrooms there. Even today when you go to Chicago, that is there. These restrooms are constructed by the Rotary Club of Chicago. That was the magic of Rotary, the start of community service. And you know how much of community service you have been doing. Then came 1910. Till then, Rotary International was restricted to only a few places. 1912 actually, Rotary International became actually international by starting the Rotary Club of Winnipeg, Canada. Rotary went international. So the organization now, from a local organization in the United States, went on to become an international organization and created magic all over the world. 1916, Rotary became, it was until then only restricted to the English-speaking countries. When I was a governor, when I went for the training, just now Ashok Ujjodi was asking me where you went. I went to San Diego. There, and of course Vikram Datta has gone to Orlando recently. When we are sitting, we are totally surrounded by all the, there are a lot of machines which are interpreting. Any language, of course, official recognized will be translated to you. So that, when it did happen, it happened in 1916 when the Rotary Club of Havana, Cuba was sponsored, and Rotary transcended, or it surpassed or went across the barriers of language. Initially it went across the barriers of nationality, then went across the barriers of language, 1916. 1917, very momentous occasion in the history of Rotary International. The proceeds of the Kansas Convention, $26.5 was the corpus, or the initial corpus of the Rotary Foundation. Started, that was 1917. Later on, of course, 1928. The birth of the Rotary Foundation. Today, the third richest foundation in the world, the service organization Rotary, and all of us know what the Rotary Foundation has been doing through the years. So 1917. 1921, international service introduced. Before that, club service has already been introduced in community service has already been introduced in 1907. Club service came later on. International service introduced as a avenue of service in 1921. 1928, the vocational service as a avenue of service was introduced in the Antwerp Convention in Antwerp in Belgium. That was 1928. 1932, all of us should know a man called Herbert Taylor, who later on became the president of Rotary International in the year 1954, devised the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Herbert Taylor, all of you should know, was a CEO of a very successful company. He was called upon to revive a sinking company called Club Aluminium. He took over as a CEO of the company, and then the company was already in bad shape, and at that time it was the heights of the depression in the USA. Every company used to declare insolvency. He didn't do that. He didn't even go the wrong way. You know, in business you have to come up in business. What he did, he called all his employees and had a meeting. He said, before that night he sat down, what shall I do? He sat and suddenly came across these four things. Next day he put it in the sun. In all the things you do, employees, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it goodwill and better friendship among all people? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? 24 words. Everybody was shocked. How can we succeed in business with this? They succeeded. And that same thing came to Rotary International in 1943. The four-way test of the things we think, say, and what a magic. Mahatma Gandhi has put it. The Rotary International's four-way test is one of the best things that has happened in the world. So that was 1932. 1940, Rotary International got involved in the World War, fantastic relief work. And 1945, a group of 49 Rotarians sat down and drafted the Charter of the United Nations organized. So Rotary is the father of the UNO. Today also in the UNO Day, we have a special place for Rotary. So we created magic there also by creating the United, of course, helping, not all, but 49 of us were invited. We drafted the charter and the UNO was born. Then came 1948, ambassadorial scholarships. These ambassadorial scholarships, now they are discontinued. They helped a lot of youngsters. Then, of course, came the year 1962, when Rotary, till that time, Rotary was trying to do something for the youth, but not succeeding. 2020 Club, all those things came up. In 1962 was born Interact Club, that is International Action. Youngsters, 14 to 18. And what a fantastic thing. We in our district, Interact Clubs are doing very well. So the magic of Rotary went on to the youth. Interact International. 1965, there was the matching grants. Matching grants was a very good concept. 1/4 of the money, your club gives 1/4 of the money, half the Rotary Foundation matches. So many projects, even the Mangalore South has achieved so many projects on the matching grants. Of course, now it has been changed, that I'll talk later. Matching grants came, many places were transformed. That was the magic of Rotary. Then, again in 1965, was born the Group Study Exchange. We have quite a few, I think Dr. Ravi Shankar is a GSC scholar. So a team of non-Rotarians, 4 or 5 of them, led by a Rotarian, go from one Rotary district to another Rotary district, acting as cultural ambassadors of the country. What a beautiful program. It was discontinued later on and replaced by the vocational training. But even today, I think the GSC should have been there. It created a lot of magic. It created friendship between different districts. It brought many people into Rotary. There's a GSC, 1965. 1968, Rotract, Rotary in Action, was born, and today Rotract International, of course now it's a separate partner, is the world's largest youth force. And that was again the Rotary gift to youth. Rotractors have done a lot, and Rotractors have been in fact helping. In fact, many clubs in our district also have been revived because of the Rotractors. So that was 1968. 1971, RILA, Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, born in Australia. And through the RILA, the Rotary International we have been training many youngsters to take responsible posts in various countries. And then 1972, Youth Exchange. And I have told this story, but I'm again telling. Tiachi Mikawi, a girl from Japan, visited, or rather as a Rotary Youth Exchange. Youth Exchange means you stay in one place for 1 year and do some studies at the cost of either the host or the sponsoring district. Till then, Japan was hated in Australia because Japan had bombarded Australia in the Second World War. This girl was sent from the Rotary Club of Tokyo to the Rotary Club of Sydney. And this girl traveled all over Australia, and I am witness to it because I went to the Sydney Convention, I visited the Australian History, Museum of History. There the board is there. Rotary Youth Exchange Scholar helped to improve the relations between Australia and Japan. What a magic. That was a youth exchange, even there, but in our district it's not very popular, but it is a very powerful, it's a very useful. Then you come to 1978, Health, Hunger and Humanity. What a beautiful program. Through that Health, Hunger and Humanity, I also have done a lot of activities as a Rotractor of Manipal. That was 1978. 1981, Rotary Friendship Exchange. I was as assistant governor, we hosted a team from New Zealand. They came here and some of us went to New Zealand. Friendship Exchange, not groups. It is a very beautiful concept where districts, Rotarians go to visit and stay in the houses of the host country. 1981. 1985, the birth of the Rotary's efforts at combating polio. There was this president from Rotary, Edward King, who traveled to Philippines and saw many people, down with polio and all crawling and handicapped people. And the story is that one girl child came and tugged at his trouser and asked him, see, I have already suffered. Can you prevent this thing happening to my brother? Immediately, younger brother. Immediately he went back and the board of trustees met. They decided to take polio heads on. And what did they do? They sponsored. See, many of us don't know that. Only because we are catering, and so people say, we have done. Till 1988, Rotary International was the only one sponsoring the vaccines. 1988, the WHO came into the picture. The UNICEF came into the picture, state governments and all those things, and they took over. But it was Rotary International which started the fight against polio. We wanted to eliminate polio by 2005. We have not succeeded. We are still not succeeding because of the Afghanistan-Pakistan problem, where the polio vaccinators are shot dead and all those things. But we will win the battle against polio. And in the in the government gazette also it's mentioned, in the central government health ministry, the Rotary Club, Rotary International is one of the partners of the fight against polio. 1985. Then came your 1992, Preserve Planet Earth. What a beautiful concept. Today we have, tomorrow also you are having some tree saplings, and our club, Rotary Club of Mangalore Central, is planting trees, and so many clubs have done it. Preserve Planet Earth. Afforestation drive. In fact, now the 7th focus area of that of Rotary also is environment. Then came 1999, when the Rotary Peace Centers were started. Beautiful, different universities. Rotary International combined, partnered with different universities. Now there are 6, actually there were 7. Now there are 6, but in Stefan Jurčic's speech, he has announced that the 7th Peace Center is coming in Istanbul with the help of the Otto and Fran Walter Foundation. They have given $15.5 million. And the first batch of peace scholars will start their studies in Istanbul. So it's a 3-year program, peace scholar, degree, 1-year diploma course also is there. There are more than 1,800 peace scholars who have become ambassadors of country. When I went to Sydney, there was one peace scholar from Africa who is ambassador from that Senegal to some other country. Peace scholar. So the beautiful program. Peace fellowship, peace scholars and peace fellows. 1999. 2005, the century of Rotary, lot of milestones. 2012, 13 and 14, the year after I demitted office as governor, the future vision plan of the Rotary Foundation, where, not necessary, I don't drink, where the matching grants were changed to global grants and big grants, district grants, and scale of, nowadays the scale grants are beautiful, very big grants, malaria. So that was the start of the change of the Rotary Visions, Rotary Foundation's plans. That is the future vision statement. That is 2013 and 14. 2017, the Rotary's mission statement. And I spoke about it in Derlakatte. I think I spoke about it in Seaside. 1 million people were asked for their opinions, and the vision statement of Rotary, how Rotary should proceed in the future, was also planned. 2018, the action plan of Rotary. 582 people were interviewed, and the Rotary's action plan: increase your impact, expand your reach, increase member engagement, and increase your ability to adapt. What beautiful. So that Rotary will survive in the years to come. So this is the magic of Rotary. Now coming to the magic of Rotary Mangalore South, Rotary Club of Mangalore South. 47 years over, 48th year, and then the 49th year, the 50th year will be the golden year in the history of the Rotary Club of Mangalore South. As an assistant governor, I was privy to some of the fantastic projects they do. They are passionate about that, and they don't mind spending from their personal pockets. Many members give a lot of, and do very, very meaningful projects. So many they have achieved. Last year also, Harshekar Salian and Ankit Karkera saw to it that the tempo of activities was continued, and the club won the gold award. So that is the magic of Rotary of Mangalore South, 54-member club. And how many ladies? 7. 7 means it should go to 1/3, 30%. That you should do. Lady members, active members, fellowship here is out of the world. Where if you come to Mangalore South, you will really feel that this is the real Rotary. So that is the magic of Rotary, what the Mangalore Rotary. I wish the club many more successful years, especially the 50th year when the governor is from your club. I think that should be a golden year in the history of Rotary District 3181. Now, Harshekar Salian and Ankit Karkera have taken very great efforts and spared no effort in ensuring that the club's flag remained flying high. For that, I would request everybody except Harshekar Salian and Ankit Karkera to stand up and give them a standing ovation.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಪ್ರಪ್ರಥಮವಾಗಿ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಹರ್ಷೇಕರ್ ಸಾಲಿಯನ್ ಹಾಗೂ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಅಂಕಿತ್ ಕರ್ಕೆರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳು. ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಲಹೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನು ಬಯಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಸುಂದರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ ಮೇಜರ್ ಡೋನರ್ PDG ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ B ದೇವದಾಸ್ ರೈ ಇವರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಬ್ಬಿನ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಕರಾದ ಹಾಗೂ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸಂಚಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಉದ್ಘಾಟಿಸಿದ ನಮ್ಮ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ PHF ಅಶೋಕ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಉಜ್ಜಾಡಿ ಇವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಮತ್ತೋರ್ವ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಝೋನಲ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟಿನೆಂಟ್ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ ರಾಜೇಶ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಇವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೇಡಿ ಲತಾ ವಿಕ್ರಮ್ ದತ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಕ್ಲಬ್ಬಿನ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಬ್ಬಿನ ಶಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ DGN MPHF ಸತೀಶ್ ಬೋಳರ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಹಾಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದಂಥ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ ವಿಶ್ವನಾಥ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಹಾಗೆ ಝೋನಲ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟಿನೆಂಟ್, ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಝೋನಲ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ವೈಟೀಸ್, ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್, ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಆಫ್ ರೋಟರಿ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಸೌತ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದಿಂದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಹಾಗೂ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಚಂದಗಣಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಅರೇಂಜರ್ಸ್, ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಹಾಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಮಗದೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಹಾಗೂ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಇಷ್ಟು ಸುಂದರಗಣಿಸಿದಂಥ 3 ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಜನಗಣ ಮನ ಅಧಿನಾಯಕ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಭಾರತ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ವಿಧಾತ, ಪಂಜಾಬ ಸಿಂಧ ಗುಜರಾತ ಮರಾಠ ದ್ರಾವಿಡ ಉತ್ಕಲ ವಂಗ.
Request everyone to come for the group photo.
Rotary Club of Mangalore South members, kindly come for the group photo.